watch Mr. Heavyweight Boxing today.
Hey, what's up, man? This is Chris, the Nightmare Ariel, and you're watching Mr. Boxing.
It's your boy Big Baby Miller here. Listen, we knocking on all bums. First it's going to be Dylan White, if it's going to be Joseph Parker. But you know who got the story right? Mr. Boxing Today. You check him out. He got all the latest news on the heavyweight division. And if you don't know me, you soon will. Because I'm kicking everybody ass.
Heavyweight boxing fans, what's the deal? All right, man. So August 11th, it's official. Just seen the article. Trevor Bryan, number 5 rated heavyweight by the WBA, will be taking on the number 6 rated WBA contender BJ Flores. Yes, that BJ Flores. Look, man, Trevor Bryan's a guy, man, that has been sitting on the shelf for years now, in my opinion. Now, I know technically, yes, he did fight in 2017. He fought twice against 2 journeymen. Their record combined literally is like 4 wins and 44 losses. So he was active. His last fight, though, he came in at 248 pounds. And Trevor Bryan's the guy that usually comes in between 225, 230. You know what I mean? So hope he's in shape for this fight. It's a fight that I am favoring Trevor Bryan to win. According to BJ Flores, this fight was supposed to take place in May and then June. I think there was another date, earlier date before that of this year. But anyways, it's going to take place August 11th. In Phoenix, Arizona, the hometown of BJ Flores. And I was joking with somebody in the comment section a few days ago, man, maybe last week, where I was like, dude, at this point, I don't care if Trevor Bryan fights the milkman. I just want to see the dude in the ring. You know what I mean? But obviously, I do want to see him against somebody notable. His best win of his career was, what, 3 years ago, man, against Derek Rossi. A good performance, you know what I mean? So Stacey McKinley, I'm sure we'll have him ready to go. Hopefully he comes in way under 248 pounds. BJ Flores, man, his best work was at cruiser. And in 2016, I believe it was 2016 when he got knocked out by Tony Bellew proved that he wasn't at world level for cruiser. He's close to 40. I believe he's 39, maybe 40. Forget his age. I know Bryan's 28. So I expect Bryan to go out there and take it to him, man. Test them legs, test that body. I did see Flores fight Jeremy Bates last year, and he also fought Nick Guevas. Yeah, I think he went decision with Guevas, and he stopped Bates. That fight is on YouTube. And Flores, you know, he looked like an all-star against Jeremy Bates. You know what I mean? He was putting together 4, 5, 6 combinations, using his jab, walking him down, fought with his hands down sometime. He did completely what he wanted to do in that fight. But he does look slower than what he did at cruiserweight, you know, 4 or 5 years ago. Even in the Shumanov fight, he just looks, you know, he looks slower, looks a step slower. I expect Bryan to go in there and test him, walk him down, be aggressive. Bryan has pretty good fundamental skill set. Jab, right hand, hook, keeps a nice guard, can roll and bend out of the way of shots. He's always down there in the heavyweight factory. You know, there was rumors of him fighting Jarrell Miller earlier this year. I actually did a video on that. Then that never came to play. Then I was hearing about BJ Flores, and so finally it's finalized. All right, now I haven't seen anything saying that it's going to be a title eliminator, but if you just use your head here, I mean, Bryan is number 5, Flores number 6. The winner obviously is going to move on. You know what I mean? So I know Freza Kendo, who's rated number 2, he's fighting Manuel Char for that regular WBA title. Number 1 is Povetkin, who is fighting Anthony Joshua for the super title, the title. All right, for the WBA. Jarrell Miller's number 3. Pulev's number 4. He's going the IBF route. When I'm hearing him and Huey Fury is going to fight for that mandatory position for the IBF. You guys know how I am, and you guys always hear me say this. The next highest rated available guys should be fighting each other, all right? Jarrell Miller, I'm not sure what Jarrell Miller is going to do, man. They're offering him the Pulev fight for the IBF sanctioned body. Miller and Bryan should be fighting, to tell you the truth, man. Again, I'm not sure what Jarrell is going to do. I know they were saying something about Spilka. I remember during the interview when they did the DAZN press conference in New York, Miller did mention Spilka is a possibility. Then like a day or two after that, I heard Spilka say something about fighting Mariusz Wach in a Polish showdown. All right, so hopefully Miller's not fighting Spilka. But to tell you the truth, man, the WBA should have just made Miller versus Trevor Bryan. They already got the history. There's been rumors of them fighting for the last few years. You know what I mean? So there's history there, especially when Miller went down to the heavyweight factory. But that's neither here nor there, all right? The fight we're getting is Flores versus Bryan, all right? So I expect Bryan to go in there and get the stoppage. Get the stoppage, although he hasn't been in there against stellar opposition the last 2-3 years. You know, I want to see the young man succeed, man, and I think he has a good skill set, and I want to see him in against the other top guys, man. But so hopefully this is a stepping stone towards something greater. Possibly setting up his shot against whoever has the WBA title, the super title, Joshua Povetkin. Or maybe, he can set up himself for a shot at Freza Kendo versus the Kendo Char match, for that regular strap if he wants to go that route. But after this fight, man, it has to be somebody named, whether it's Jarrell. And again, it takes two to tango, right? So these guys have to want to fight him as well. But he has to hunt these guys down, whether it's on social media or something. But he can't go another 2-3 years if he wins this fight of being stagnant or fighting guys who are 2 wins and 25 losses, all right? I know he wants better for himself in his career as well, but got to go the social media route or something. I know he's down there with Shannon, man. Maybe Shannon can teach him some social media tricks, man, and get him, get under some of these guys' skin and get them in the ring, all right? But yeah, man, Trevor Bryan versus BJ Flores. I expect a knockout. I expect for him to go in there and test Flores. He's not as fast as he used to be. Now, him being not as fast as he was at cruiserweight, sometimes that can help you as heavyweight because these guys are a lot bigger. So most of them are a lot slower. But Flores being slowed down a little bit puts him in line to get hit with shots that he would usually be able to evade when he was a cruiserweight. All right. But good skill set Flores has. He's not a bum, he good skill set. Just I think heavyweight's a little bit out of his depth, man. That's just my opinion on it. But letting you guys know about this showdown, WBA, I'm sure it's Eliminator. You guys let me know what you think in the comment section. I'm gone.